What up, y'all? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Who is that? Did y'all have a good weekend? Hi. Super Bowl. I'm not even watching it. Who's winning? I don't care because the Eagles aren't playing, so I could care less about the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. Thank you. Thank you. Who's winning? The Super Bowl. So I'm not watching it right now. I don't care. My Eagles ain't in it, so I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. The Chiefs are winning? Okay, well, I'm good with that. Bird gang. I wish the Eagles were in it. Thank you. I'm going to post about my hair soon. I got some cool shit to show y'all next week. I got some new equipment. It's some equipment for like to help your jumping and your vertical and everything like that. So it's really dope. My homeboy, he like started this whole new like thing and I'm so excited. It's like resistance spans but with jumping and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about that because that's gonna give me some more resistance. I can help build up the glutes and the hammies and the quads. It's gonna be litty. So I'm excited to post some of that stuff next week. And yeah. It's gonna be poppin'. Yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to say hello to France. You're from France. Is my Achilles fully healed? I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone back and checked on it or anything. I'm working out and I'm just fine. I kind of avoid certain things. I don't have a whole bunch of problems with my Achilles, but sometimes if I'm balancing on like one foot, I'll not that like I could feel like I'm off like balance or anything like that, but mentally I'll get kind of freaked out, and so I'll like put my other foot down and stuff like that. But as far as there's no pain, and I'm still working on some of the flexibility in it as far as like going up on my toes and stuff like that. Like it's stiff. So like I still like to this day I still can't do a calf raise or anything like that. So I didn't do calf raises before, but I definitely don't do calf raises now. So I don't do calf raises or nothing like that. So because the tendon feels, I can't really explain it. Like, you know, when you regularly do calf raises, you can't feel that tendon back there, but now I can actually feel it, and it feels like, I don't know, I just don't like it. It just feels awkward. It just feels weird, and I don't want to stress it or do anything to it. Oh, my auntie's texting me. She's driving me crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. What? There is no waist trainer link. I don't use waist trainers. Waist trainers don't do shit. I only have the waist trainer on for back support. The waist trainers, I already put a whole video up explaining why waist trainers don't work. Waist trainers don't do anything, so don't buy a waist trainer. I just saw it sitting in my car and I put it on just because it was sitting there. I did not put it on for a reason. I did not put it on to waist train because waist trainers do not train your waist. Any results from a waist trainer is temporary, and you have to wear them for hours upon hours upon hours for you to even get those temporary results. Just wearing a waist trainer while you work out does absolutely nothing. Wearing a waist trainer throughout the day does absolutely nothing. And the only time waist trainers even remotely like temporarily work is if you have a muscular core. If you have a muscular core, you can temporarily compress the muscle in, and then it might stay like that for an hour or two. But as far as fat is concerned, that's not how that works. Let me see if I can find my friend. Hold on one sec. Okay, say this is you. Say this is you, and you have a fat waistline. You have fat around your waistline. So everybody has fat around, unless you're like shredded to pieces. Like I got a little bit of abs, but most people have fat over top of their abs, which is why their abs are not visible. That's why you can't do crunches or sit-ups or any kind of ab workout in order to get abs, because that's not how that works. You have to get rid of the fat sitting on top of your abs in order for your abs to be visible. So when you put on a waist trainer, all it does is say this is you, and you got some muscle down here, but the rest of this stuff is fat and fluff. You put your waist trainer on, you get all squeezed in like this, and you're like, ooh, bitch, I'm snatched. Ooh, bitch, I look good. Oh, bitch, I'm hot. Hey. So you think you're popping because you got this stupid waist trainer on, but as soon as you take it off, this is what happens. That's what happens. Waist trainers do nothing. So it can compress the fat in and make you look snatched while you have it on. And as soon as you take it off, everything goes back to normal. The same with muscle. Only muscle, you can train muscle to temporarily stay in place. It's more like a good comparison. So fat is more like cotton and fluff that you would put in here, and say muscle is more like memory foam. So you can press it in and it'll slowly decompress over time. So that's what happens when you put on a waist trainer. It's not going to make your waist small. It's not going to do anything. So I don't go like, oh, everybody go buy this waist trainer, because that's selling the dream. It's not going to do anything. I've never bought a waist trainer. People give them to me. I get given waist trainers all the time. No, compressing your waistline does not make your abs strong. That's not how that works at all. So whoever said that is a cap ass lie. I don't do cardio. Can't help you with that one. I do no cardio. Not even when I was competing, I didn't do cardio. I used to get up there and do some little pretend cardio. Weight training more effective for fat loss? No, because if you're overweight and you have fat, the most effective thing for fat loss, period, is diet. You can't lose fat without being in a caloric deficit, so you have to change your diet in order to lose fat. So diet is the first thing that's the most effective, and then after that, you have to have a combination of diet, cardio, and weight training. You want to, so say you're like a girl who is curvy, but you're overweight, right? But you still want to lose weight. You still want to lose some body fat. But once you start losing body fat, you're going to shrink and get smaller. Your titties are going to get smaller. Your butt's going to get smaller. Your thighs are going to get smaller. All it's going to get smaller because you're losing body fat. What you have to do is to weight train, so that while you're losing the body fat, you're retaining or building some muscle in the process, so that you just don't get skinny and flat and no curves or anything. So you want to keep up with your weight training, so that while you're losing body fat, you still retain some of your curves. So you're not just just lose it all. You don't want to just lose it all and be skinny and things like that, if that's not the goal. Oh yes, I'm sorry. This is my taco. His name is Sriracha. And he's sexy. He's sexy and he knows it. Yeah, so no, weight training is awesome. Weight training is awesome. You need a weight training, period. But is it the best thing? No. For fat loss, you have to be in a caloric deficit. It makes no sense. You can't weight train away fat. You have to think about training when you're lifting weights and you're pumping, that's building muscle. Muscle is one thing. Fat is a whole totally different layer. You have your muscle layer here, and then the fat layer is going to sit on top of it. So the reason why you're able to see my quads and stuff like that, you see those lines and all that stuff, that's my muscle that you're looking at right there. That's because there's not a layer of fat over top of it. Yeah, there's a small layer. That's why they're not shredded to pieces and stuff like that. But you can see my muscle because I don't hold a lot of body fat. But if I had more body fat, my legs would just look smooth because the muscle's still underneath there, but there's more body fat on top. So it depends on, you know, what I'm doing in my training and stuff. Sometimes I'm just really smooth, no lines, and sometimes I'm leaner. And right now I'm in the middle. I'm not lean right now. I'm not fluffy right now either. I'm just kind of there. Keep their butt and lose weight. Weight training. Weight training. So here's the problem with it too. You're gonna have to get to the point where you understand that, you know, like, okay, you get your hair cut and stuff like that, and especially females, you get your hair cut, you might have a cute little jazzy short haircut, and then you want to grow it out and get long hair. There's always that awkward stage in the middle where your hair is too short to put in a ponytail, but too long to wear your short little cute haircut. There's always that awkward in between phase that you gotta go through. So you gotta, you know, get a sew-in or slap a weave on it or something like that until it grows out right. That right there. So there's always that awkward in between phase that you're not gonna love. You're not always gonna love every phase. You have to, if you're, I say if you're over like 22, 23% body fat, then you need to go ahead and cut first. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and lose some of that body fat before you start trying to build up and pack on muscle and stuff. But if you're under like 22% body fat, 21, 22% body fat, you can go ahead and bulk up. Go ahead and do you a nice little bulk and then cut. You know what I'm saying? But if you're really, really overweight, you don't really want to bulk first because that's just going to make you look massive and things like that if your goal is aesthetic. If your goal is just to get down to it and you don't really care how you look and you just want to go ahead and bulk and then cut and do it the right way, then do it. But most people are concerned about, you know, my waist is getting big and all this other stuff and everything like that. So, you know, but if you don't weight train at all, then of course you're not going to have the muscle there to make up for the fat loss. Like some people train, when they're bulking, train super heavy, stay in the 8 to 12 rep range and all that stuff. And then when they cut, they switch to high reps, low weight. I don't ever really do that, like switch to high reps, low weight. When I'm cutting and stuff, even when I'm cutting, I still keep it in a moderate heavyish weight range. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm making sure I'm still trying to like build some muscle and things like that. I'm still stressing and challenging my body instead of switching it to high reps, low weight and stuff. I don't really follow that whole formula when it comes to my cutting because I don't want to get smaller. I don't want to lose too much mass. So you have to, but it's really like comes down to your body type and how your body retains muscle and things like that. There's so many little things that come into factor. And it's really, as far as being a trainer is concerned, it's just really all about watching your client's body and seeing what works for them. If you see that they're losing too much mass or this and that, adjust their caloric intake, add some more protein to their diet, add a little bit more carbs, make sure they're retaining this and that. But you're just gonna have to watch them because everybody's body is different. There's no one formula to it. Do I require the opposite sex to have a physique like mine? No. In fact, I mean, my physique is nothing crazy to me. I think I just look, you know, regular. I work out, you know what I'm saying? I don't compete. I don't do anything wild or anything like that. I work out 2-3 days a week. So I think I have like a regular fit physique, but not like an extremely fit physique or extremely like out of shape. I'm not extremely out of shape. I'm not extremely in shape though either, so I think that I look like an average in shape person. So to me, yeah, I guess I would like my partner to have a physique like mine because I'm not like nothing crazy going on over here. I'm in shape, but I'm not overweight. I don't know, I'm just average. Now back when I used to compete and stuff, then I would have said no. Like I didn't really like, you know, I wasn't into competitors or anything and super shredded guys and in the gym 7 days a week and stuff. No, I'm not into that. No. I like somebody who works out because they enjoy it and they, you know, they might have them a little goal or something like that, but they're not like completely obsessed with it. I'm cool with that because I love it. It's something I love to do, but I'm not going to be in the gym 7 days a week. Fuck that. I have a life. So that's not my life either. So, you know, so somebody who enjoys going to the gym and somebody who knows what they're doing when they go to the gym, I do appreciate that. I don't like being in the gym and The guy I'm with is just like, where's a dumbbell? Like, no, that's just awkward for both of us. So I don't like that either, but. How do you find out your body type? Google body types. If you literally just Google body types, mesomorph, ectomorph, and um, mesomorph, ectomorph, and endomorph will pop up, and just read the descriptions and figure out which one more closely fits your body type, your description. So you can be in shape. Not in shape. I don't like nobody super shredded. Like bodybuilders, like nah, hell no. None of that. Mm. Sriracha is my new best friend. You like him? Is he sexy? He's very sexy. Yes? Oh no, he got dirty. Poor Sriracha. He needs a bath. Anyways, my Achilles is great. We already talked about that. Anyways, I love you guys. And tomorrow I'm going to get in the gym and show you some of my new jumping workouts. We're about to get popping. Yeah. You ready? You ready? Because I'm ready. The Super Bowl is amazing. Good. What is my name? My name is Nay. How does a fat burner work? You put it in your mouth, you take it in, and burns fat. I'm trying to find a good supplement to burn my fat. Well, fat burners don't work if you're not dieting, period. So if you're in a caloric surplus, and, well, if you're in a caloric surplus, I guess it could help you burn some extra calories and stuff that day. But it's kind of counterproductive if your goal is to put on mass and then you're taking a fat burner, then you're going to start losing your calories that you're intaking, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All fat burners is that they, help boost your metabolism. They're thermogenic, so they're going to heat up your body temperature and things like that to help you burn more fat, help you sweat more, so you're going to lose more water weight and all that stuff. But there's no such thing as a fat burner, something that literally goes in there, targets fat and gets rid of fat. That's not a real thing. So, you need to just, if you're dieting and you're dieting right, that's a good thing. That's the best way to lose body fat. And if you need just a little boost or whatever, then you can take a supplement. But supplements cannot, in and of itself, overall replace your diet. So you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna eat a cheeseburger today, but I'm just gonna take a fat burner, to balance it out. No, that's not how that works. You have to be on some type of regimen and everything like that. Ooh, abs. They pop up when they want to. Damn, I keep missing stuff. Does lasers help to lose specific body fat? From what I understand from my doctors and stuff and from girls I know who have had it, I don't think that it's permanent or anything like that. So nothing that I think if it worked, then everybody would be doing it. So I don't think so. I've never done it, so I don't know. My sign, I'm a Pisces. Yes, it's a taco. His name is Sriracha. And he's sexy. And he said, respect his authority. How long have I been in the fitness? I started lifting in 2015. I went pro in 2016. And I've been chilling since 2017. Just building my brand, doing my business thing, teaching other people what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just had a whole long discussion about waist training. Waist training does not work. It does not do anything. Waist trainers is not a thing. It's a gimmick. They're not real. Again, if you have fat on your waistline, you put on a waist trainer, it's going to squeeze you in. And you're like, oh, I'm sexy. I'm snatched. I look good. I look good. And then you take the waist trainer off, and that's what happens. That's all a waist trainer does. And if you have a muscular waistline, like myself, you put it on a waist trainer, it can, but you have to keep them on for hours. Like if you ever look up corset training, people who wear corsets usually don't really ever take them off. And when they do, you have to start off training like for 5 hours for one day, and then the next day you increase another hour, and you increase over time. So they're wearing these things for like 20 hours a day. So that's why when they get on those talk shows and they have them off and they're looking like their waists are really small, that's because they've been wearing them for 20 hours a day for like ever. So when they take them off, yeah, they can walk around like that, but it's only temporary. If they kept them off for a couple of days, their waist would slowly decompress and go back out. All it is compression. So if you have a muscular waistline like myself, you have more of a tighter core and stuff like that. And I put the waist trainer on. So this is like fluff. This guy's fluffy, so if you're fat or overweight and you put on a waist trainer, it's just going to pop back out. But if you have a more muscular core, it'll be more like memory foam. You know how slow it comes back out? You can like leave an indentation in it and it's compressed and then it slowly decompresses. That's what it's like. So waist trainers don't do anything. There is no way, there's no way to change the structure of your waistline without surgery. So all those girls on Instagram who are saying, oh yeah, I lost weight, and their waistlines used to be this wide, and all of a sudden their waist are this big, and their hips are out here, like they just took the fat and put it here. Yeah, that's what they did. It's not a real thing. You cannot change the structure of your waistline. You have to understand that these right here, that's a bone, that's your hip bone, these are your ribs. There's nothing you can do. This is muscle right here, this is muscle. So I don't have an extremely small waistline. My waistline is like 26 and a half inches, 27 on a bad day and stuff like that. That's because this is muscle. This is not fat. You can't get rid of that. There's nothing I can do to get rid of this muscle right here in my body. So my waist is never going to be super, super crazy tiny unless I lose massive amounts of weight, and that means all of this is going to go. And I don't want that. So I'd rather keep my little waist how it is and do what I do. But you can't change the structure of all this. These are bones. That's a bone. That's my ribs right here. These are my hip bones right there. There's nothing I can do to fix that. It's going to be what it is. And you should be comfortable with that. Like, whatever about having a 24-inch freaking waist. Like, who cares? That's that bitch. I myself, that bitch is her. And you know what? Somebody's going to like it. I ain't never got thrown out of bed, period, ever. So who cares about having a 24 or 23-inch waist? I ain't never got kicked out of bed. I'm going to tell you that right now. My waist is good enough for whoever I'm with. And you should just be comfortable with yourself. That's what it is. How much can you cheat on your diet if you work out consistently? It depends on your body type. Once again, a mesomorph body type and an ectomorph body type can probably cheat. An ectomorph can probably cheat first of all, it depends on if you're even on a diet. It's not called a diet if you eat whatever you want and then every once in a while you eat clean. That's not a diet. That's just you eat whatever you want and every once in a while you eat clean. I personally just eat whatever I feel like it because that's my life and I'm not trying to be stuck into some kind of like little bubble where I have to stick to something like strict. If I'm getting ready for a photo shoot or something like that, maybe a few days before I might, cut back on my calories or something like that because my body responds really quickly to that. But if you're an ectomorph body type, they actually really have to overeat even to keep any mass on or to keep any size on. An ectomorph does. So they don't even really need to be on a crazy diet. They could cheat every damn day. A mesomorph would probably get away with almost doing that. That's the kind of body type I have. An endomorph, they're not going to be able to get away with that at all. If they cheat and go outside their diet, they might not be able to have a cheat day. They might be able to have a cheat meal. That's it. A cheat day will probably set them back. You have to think about, you have to do the math. The math is 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. So if you burn 3,500 calories, That's 1 pound of fat. It's so much easier to put on fat than it is to get rid of it. Like if you, let's say you consume, you consume 2,000 calories a day, but you burn 2,500 calories that day. That means you're in a 500 calorie caloric deficit. That's day one. You're in a 500 calorie caloric deficit, but you have to burn 3,500 calories in order to lose 1 pound of fat. That means it's going to take you 7 days of consistently doing the same thing, being in a caloric deficit, eating clean and all that stuff for 7 days straight before you even burn 1 pound of fat. You know how hard that is? You know how ridiculous that is? It's not easy to lose weight. That's a process. So you just have to put it in perspective, think about it, do math, and understand that, like, that's why my programs are based off of macro dieting, so it's easy for you to count so you can understand what you're doing on a daily basis. And if you know that day, like, okay, well, I burned, I consume 2,000 calories, but I, only burn, 1,700 calories today. That means you're in a surplus of 300 calories. That's adding to your surplus for the week. That means you're going to gain weight. So it's all about caloric deficits and surpluses. Deficits and surpluses. And then by the end of the week, if, one day you're in a deficit, the next day in a surplus, the next day in a deficit, next day in a surplus, by the end of the week, pretty much it's just going to balance out, and you didn't lose any weight, you didn't gain any weight, you just didn't do shit that weekend. You worked out, you had some good workouts, you might have put on some muscle, but other than that, you ain't losing no fat. And that's why so many people, get frustrated, because they're like, well, nothing's changing, because they're not paying attention to their diet, and they're not trying to watch that part, and which is the most important part. That is 80% of the equation is your diet. It's not your working out. Everybody can work out. Working out is fine. I'll work out till I'm blue in the damn face, but am I still gonna eat my cheeseburger at the end of the night? Yes, I am. So there you go. How do you lose weight and keep gains? When I bulk and work out, I see niggas when I try to lose excess fat, I got some. Yeah, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I switch to when I'm cutting and stuff. I don't switch to high reps and lightweight, and I don't add cardio. So if you add, for me, my body type, the way my body type set up, if I added cardio, then I would lose weight really fast. So I don't add cardio. I completely don't do cardio. I keep on weight training. I keep on training moderate to like heavy, and take your BCAAs and continue to weight train. You have to go ahead and play with your diet and see how you can balance your diet out. It's not an easy thing to retain the gains, and some people's body types are just set up differently where it's easy for them to do it, and some people's body types are not. Like if you're a hard gainer and stuff, if you're an ectomorph and things like that, you're gonna have a lot harder time doing it than somebody else. So unfortunately, that's how it goes. But you have to play with your calories and find something that works for you. And you also have to understand that while you're cutting, you are gonna lose some muscle. It's just that's just what it is. That's what the game is. You're gonna lose some muscle. So anyways, hey, got my own music in my head. Me and Sriracha are gonna go now. Am I training men now? It would depend on the guy and the relationship I had with the person. I don't mind training like couples, like married couples and stuff. I just haven't had the best experiences training single men, because they always end up liking me or hitting on me or something like that, and I just don't enjoy the process. I don't enjoy being bothered while I'm trying to be serious and work and trying to get things accomplished and stuff. I don't enjoy the disrespect that comes along with somebody having a crush on you and stuff like that. Because when I'm working and stuff, to me, my work is serious. I want to be able to accomplish my work without feeling uncomfortable. And if I feel uncomfortable in any sort of way, then I don't want to do it. And I retain the right not to do that because it's my business. And so, yeah. But I don't mind working with kids, like boys, younger kids, and teams and athletes and all that stuff like that. As long as it's serious and long as they're like, you know, there for, and they keep the work and all that stuff separate. I just don't want to, the thing I hate, I don't want to hear that, damn, you got fat ass or da-da-da and all this stuff. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, honestly, that's the quickest way to turn me off, is to like bother me like that. I prefer that somebody come at me in a respectful manner. Even if you do have a crush on me and you do like me, there's a way to talk to me, and that's not the way. Like, damn, I'll give you this and I don't care about that shit. Like, you have to understand who you're talking to. I'm a highly intelligent woman. I'm very intelligent, and like the things that attract me and the things that turn me on are not talking about your dick or how much you like me or how fat you think my ass is. All of these things may be true, but at the end of the day, that's not something I'm interested in talking about. If you really want to get to know me, talk about something intelligent. I promise you that'll get you in my bed a lot quicker than you telling me how fat my ass is, because that is a fact. We all know that. Okay, next. Let's talk about something else, because I'm aware. That shit don't move me. Like, I don't care. Like, I do not give a fuck. Like, I know. Who cares? Like, I'm so sorry. It's just annoying to me. Like, that's the last thing on earth I want to talk about, is how good you think I look. Like, that's annoying. Who cares? Because looks are fleeting. That shit's going to go away one day. And then what? Then how much do you like me? Let's talk about that. Okay? Okay? Okay. So anyways, I gotta go now. Me and Sriracha about to go have some fun. Not like that though. I gotta go. I love you guys. If you have anything else you want to say to me, just send me a DM or whatever. I love you.